It's Sunday morning, and this is Susie and I, and we were just talking, and we were just shooting a breeze about something, and I wanted to share it because it was kind of a topic of conversation. I guess there's organizations or groups, people that are trying to put together some sort of subpoena to subpoena extraterrestrials and aliens to stop them from, well, abducting or contacting humans on this planet. And they would like to end it by getting a subpoena by the courts. And it's all over Facebook. You see it everywhere, true or not. Who knows whether it's true or not? But I could see a party getting together doing something like this because it sounds kind of logical, something they might do. Okay, now the bottom line is this whole thing it just isn't going to work.
No, obviously it's not going to work because, one, how are you going to serve the ETs? Like legally, like court papers.
Precisely. How do you serve them?
How do you serve them?
How do you serve them? How do you give them, have their subpoenas served and ordered to appear in court? How do you find them to serve them, let alone serve them? And let's say that you serve them.
Yeah.
You actually weren't able to transfer into another dimension, into some sort of time gate that you have or whatever, some sort of vessel that's capable of doing space-time gravity bending. The bottom line is you still wouldn't be able to get away with it because these beings are advanced, far more advanced than, well, people of Earth who would have this little thing, the subpoena that means nothing to them, okay? It's just, what, a court document. To humans it means something, but in their world it means absolutely nothing because here they live, they're what? They're in different solar systems throughout the universe.
Away.
Yeah, all over the place, and in parallel dimensional realms, right?
Precisely.
So, okay, knowing this, and how do you serve them? And the question, really, you have to analyze this. Even if you weren't able to serve them, they're going to wind up, if you meet some of those aliens they're talking about, they're going to wind up trying to eliminate you and take you out, and most likely they will take them out.
Oh, of course. And,
they're advanced.
What I was going to say.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. There's no script. We're just talking about it. We're just talking about it, right?
Yes, we
were just talking about it today, and we're talking about it in the car. And people are probably interested to talk about this. Don't worry about the camera, man. Forget it's even on, all right? Just don't even pay attention to the camera.
I'll try.
Just seriously, okay, these beings are advanced races, okay?
Yes, and they were able to get here.
Right. You've seen images that I have.
That's what I was going to say, by the way.
In the images that we have physically locked down in a safe spot, you see them and they're in other realms. What do? Say, hey, you somewhere out there, wherever you are, if they can't see it, right? You're served. You have to appear in court.
I'd hate to see UPS on that one,
Seriously, like either say no or eliminate you. So the choices are really, slim and grim for the humans because even trying to serve it. So,
well, the humans are a slave race.
Well, yeah, and that's what people don't understand. And I find these groups, to be honest, really getting on the serious side here now. I know I started a little light, but what I do want to say is I find these organizations and groups to be very, bringing down and not supporting the cause of other worlds coming together. Okay, advancement. Yes. It's almost like building a wall, like between California and Mexico, and the United States, Mexico, and taking it further and building a wall between California and Oregon and Nevada. And hello. Where do you stop, and how far can you go? If you can't get to where these beings are, the wall was useless to begin with. And so, it doesn't do any good, okay? It's not conducive to a good relationship. If you want to get along with your neighbors, it's usually kind of nice to, hey, what up, man? Or, hey, what's going on, man? What's up, bro? Okay, am I right?
Well, exactly. To get along is to get along. Love is the universal
exactly
thing.
Elaborate on this,
if we
You
if
told me.
humans and everybody were just to love one another and not want to hurt each other, then a lot of the, the world's and the universe's problems would be gone.
Yeah, it would, or at least mitigated. If they could, in the world,
That's a good
yes,
word,
they'd be mitigated,
mitigated.
definitely. I use those terms a lot because that's what I did. That's what I went to college for, actually. But bottom line is, it would mitigate. It could mitigate it. Now I'm slurring it. But anyway, so yeah, no, it would be a bizarre event to even try to do something like that, to even try to serve them. And it's an act of hostility. And remember, aggression is often met with more aggression. And if they're an advanced race, their aggression could be a lot more. I know they're an advanced race. Okay, personally, I'm not saying if. I'm not going to do it like other shows. You say, well, what if? No, I know that they are
There's
more
definite
advanced.
hierarchies,
From my
higher up,
experiences
yes.
in my life, I know that they're far more advanced than anybody on this planet has ever seen. Other people may have seen them and understand them in a different light like that too, but they aren't what you think. I mean, they aren't just some beings, little gray aliens. They're dimensional beings. They can slip in and out of dimensions. They don't have to conform to our linear timeline. So therefore, you couldn't even subpoena them. You couldn't serve them. You couldn't do anything for them. Do you
That's
understand?
pretty silly.
You couldn't have a battle with them. You couldn't have a battle. They could literally slip in and slip out, and while bombing you or raiding you, or have particle weapons that are also parallel dimensional,
Or even things we've never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they have though. Okay, that much I don't know.
Everything is evolving.
All I know is they're far more advanced than us in a lot of ways. Trust me. So I just want to bring that up to everybody about their cause, whoever you are and whoever you may be. Instead of waving a rebel flag in the air at them and telling them how much you'd like to, well, serve them and held them in court and blah, blah, blah. This is what you'd like to do on this planet to them. They will never find that a nice way of being towards neighbors. So that's why you generally want to wave at them, say, what up, man, like we're talking about. I know it started really funky and hokey, but that's what we're back to, okay? What up, instead of saying F off, okay?
Just a friendly hello.
Right? Well, you're getting what I'm saying, right?
Absolutely.
The drift is there. I hope everybody's, I mean, it's pretty clear. I mean, if you don't want to get along with your neighbors, yeah, when you walk out the first time you meet them, just flip them off, right? So why not, man?
Exactly.
You'll accomplish what you want, and you don't have to talk to them again. You may have other things happening to, well, your windows and whatever else.
Oh, heavens.
I'm just saying, neighbors can be pretty weird.
It's true.
Okay? But anyway, I just wanted to share that because humans have no way of even trying to attempt to have an argument with these advanced races. And I feel a negative toward human advancement, personally, myself. I'm going to be honest about it. I feel, on a serious note, I feel very negative about it because it's such a negative thing to do. And that's what needs to stop. Okay?
It's uninviting.
It's uninviting, man. It's just like building a wall. I'll say, reiterate. Just like building a wall. Is that inviting? Saying, hey, welcome? No, it's not. Okay, that's the first thing humans think we're doing is dividing. Dividing and conquer. This is old. This is something.
Let's kill what we don't understand.
It's been going on since ancient times. Okay, we know this. The Egyptians, everything. There were wars. Okay, and they had their wars. Okay, and it had been going on for a long time. So that's what these humans are. I'm part human too. That's what they do, is they seek these wars and they want to fight them and conquer and rule and build walls where they don't want certain people to be.
Greed.
Put borders there, big fences.
It's greed.
It's all for greed and whatever. It's not getting along with other races, as I said before.
No.
But the bottom line is they're creating hostilities and feelings towards races that really aren't that hatred toward humans. They don't want to be hatred, but they won't be, toyed with. That much I'll tell you that right now. But it's just trying to get along with your neighbors. And if we can't get along with our neighbors, how are people going to get along with, advanced races? So first way I would think, honestly, is not to subpoena them, right?
Exactly. Well, yeah, it's pretty useless.
Right?
I would say
serve them. Somebody get them served right away.
Anyway,
have a good night.
Good night, everyone.